What is up, guys? I'm back with another video, and sorry if I sound a little weird. I have a little bit of a cold right now, so I'm a little stuffed up and stuff, but I still wanted to make a video because I actually had a couple things in mind that I wanted to talk about. First one is, one of my friends finally got this game, and he and I were playing some free-for-all last night, and I was getting really frustrated for a couple reasons. One was that all the games were just not going my way. I couldn't get anything to save my life until the very end when we got off. And the other part was supply drops. So for those of you who don't know, in this game there are things called supply drops where you can basically get like better versions of your guns. So you can get better versions of guns, and you can get like clothing and stuff too. But anyway, so supply drops you only usually get them like once every half hour or so on average. Man, I totally missed that shot. You only get them like once every half hour or so, and then half the time, at least for me, I don't get anything worth saving. So usually I'll get some sort of like crappy clothing item or something like that. So anyway, so here comes my friend Matt, who finally got it. Ghost of Toast, for those of you, speaking of supply drops, Ghost of Toast, for those of you who have seen videos with him before. And we played about 10 games in a row, and he got 6 or 7 supply drops in those 10 games. And it's not like we were playing like half-hour free-for-all games. I mean, they can only go for 10 minutes at most. 90% of the time they weren't even going for those 10 minutes, so I don't know how he was getting so many supply drops. But that got super frustrating because he kept getting these supply drops. And he also seems to have like the best luck with supply drops. He's gotten like 5 or 6 elite guns already. He's had the game for less than a week. And here's me barely ever getting guns in general. And then all the time, every time I get guns, it's only like enlisted or something like that. So I guess you could say I'm a little annoyed that he keeps getting all this great stuff, and then I'm stuck here with whatever the crap he's giving to me. So I don't know if this is just a habit that I have or not, but whenever I am playing, I end up like really gripping my controller hard. Like if I'm concentrating and trying to do really well, I end up just like holding onto my controller so hard that my hand starts to cramp up, and then because of that, like my gameplay starts to go down. But the reason like I said this is because that usually happens with my left hand. And then my right hand, I'm usually fine. But I actually like injured my right hand at work the other week. Actually, it's a week ago today. I actually injured my right wrist. And it's a really weird injury because I work for a photo booth company. And we're located outside of Philly, so I do a lot of events inside the city itself. And what happens is normally like we have this big cart. We have a lot of equipment that we have to carry around, and it's pretty heavy. Like some of it can get up to like, well, overall it's probably a couple 100 pounds. In general, everything combined. So we usually have this cart that we can just wheel everything around, and it's not that bad. You just push it or pull it, and that's not too bad at all. But what happened this time is that I was in a place that I had to go up a slight set of stairs to get into the place. That wasn't too bad, so I had to unload everything after I had just loaded it, take it up, and then I was going to load it back up until I noticed that there were more stairs. Now, usually we are made aware if there's going to be stairs at an event so that we're prepared when that happens. This event, we weren't told this. I had to go up 4 flights of stairs with at least over like 300 pounds of equipment. Fast forward to the end of the night. It's finally over, and I have to carry all this stuff back down these 4 flights of stairs. I get home that night, I go straight to bed because I'm dead, and so I wake up in the morning and like my back and legs are sore, which, I mean, makes sense, but then like I try to move my wrist and it just is painful everywhere. So I don't know what I did, but I was lifting stuff up with my right wrist to start, and then I would grab it with my left hand just to lift it up because I had to lift these boxes up. I couldn't just roll them along that floor. So that's been like affecting my gameplay a little bit, I think, because like just Matt and I were playing Exo Survival yesterday, and we almost flipped the map twice, which for those of you who haven't really played it, that's 50 rounds. Matt and I both like to go for achievements in games. Flipping the map twice is an achievement. So we were at round 24-2, and we both died, and then the guy we were playing with died shortly after, and we were both pissed off because that was over an hour and a half of playtime. It wasn't like, oh, no big deal, we'll just go and do it again. It was like, we lost, we're gonna head out and play multiplayer for a while because we don't feel like going through that again. What the crap? So I think we're actually gonna call it a video here because I've actually gotten, even though I haven't recorded as long as I usually do. I've talked about a couple more things, so I think it's going to be still around the same time in the video, but let's open this supply drop to see what we get. Probably nothing good. Ooh. That's an elite bulldog and it only has better accuracy? So neither of these things I'm going to be using because I don't use shotguns. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you liked it, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.